Hello, welcome to Mentoring and Team Building, LDST 404. I am one of your professors. My name is Trey Abney. I am senior pastor of Equip Church. I am also the lead coach and founder of Design Coaching and Consulting. I will be co-teaching this course with my wife, Gretchen. She is also a LPU adjunct professor, along with being the campus life director for the Virginia campus of LPU. She co-pastors with me at Equip Church. We've been married 26 years, and we have 3 adult college-age children. We are so excited for you to be in this class with us. We truly believe this is a life-changing course. We are excited about the material and the resources we've provided for you, starting with our 4 textbooks. We tried to pick textbooks that would really speak to you and equip you to lead, to mentor, to coach, and to build teams that would be life-giving, productive teams. Our first book is going to be Our Iceberg is Melting by John Kotter. John Kotter is a former professor, professor emeritus at Harvard in leadership and change. An excellent resource. Your second book is Tempered Resilience, written by Todd Bolsinger, who is also a former seminary professor at Fuller Seminary and teaches adaptive leadership and adaptive change. And that's going to address the leader leading change. Our third book is Coaching and Mentoring. And it is a Harvard Business Review book containing several articles concerning coaching and mentoring, and it'll be a great resource for you. And then the final book we're going to look at in our course is The Advantage by Patrick Lencioni, and it is a wonderful resource about building your organization and building teamwork. The purpose of this course is to present basic theological, spiritual, and pragmatic foundations for skillful leading the Christian community into God's will for them as His people. In addition, students will learn how to identify, train, and motivate other ministry leaders. This includes a theological basis for and practical application of methods used in assessing and assisting people in using their spiritual gifts and potential. Team-based approaches are examined as a means for allowing fruitful ministry. We really wanted to make this course practical for you. So we've worked in your discussion post, in your reading reflections, and in your projects to make this a truly practical, useful, everyday course for you as a leader. Here's some key points to remember during our journey together. First is leadership development is a lifelong process. No matter where you started, whether it was in the past or you're starting with this course today, you as a leader, growing as a leader is a lifelong process. And as we grow as leaders, God says, those who have been faithful with little will be given much. And so as we grow in the stewardship of our leadership, God increases our leadership influence. And that's why God's plan is for each of us to steward our leadership, skills, and character, so we can serve others by developing their leadership. And so this is so important as we go through this. We're not only wanting to build your skills, but we're wanting to develop your character so that those skills are an asset to those you lead. Our week 1 focus is leading change. That's why we picked the book for you, Our Iceberg is Melting. You should enjoy this read. It's probably one of the most fun reads you'll do in your bachelor's program. It is a allegory of a group of penguins who discover their iceberg is melting and the choices they have to make to continue to survive living on this iceberg. As we said, John Kotter is the author. He is known as a leadership and change expert. He's a former Harvard Business School professor. The book focuses on how organizations achieve successful transformation. And he developed an 8-step process for implementing change. And according to Kotter, transformation is a process, not an event. Most of us, especially in Christian ministry, look at change being about events, but in reality, individually and corporately and organizationally, change is not an event, it is a process. And Cotter describes his 8 steps of change this way. He says, first, you have to establish a sense of urgency. And the key reason is this helps others see why change is needed and immediately needed. And you'll see this in the story of the penguins. Second is you have to gild a team or build a strong team. What kind of leaders will you need? What positions do they have? What resources will they bring? Learning how to build that team is so important in leadership. The third is a vision and strategy for change. What is the way in which we're going to bring about change? There's thousands of ways to create change, but what is the way needed in our situation? And what is the vision and the plan God has for this situation? Number 4 is so key. Communicate, communicate, communicate. Why? Because the more information people have, the more fully they can buy in, the more fully they can trust. And this is so important. So you want to just keep communicating over and over again. Number 5 is you empower others. We don't want to create a one-person show. We want to create teams that are empowered to cultivate change. And many people helping in that leadership process helps you to see things you couldn't see alone. The 6th is so important, is to establish short-term wins. How can we show people we're making progress? How can we establish for them what a win looks like? And this adds into number 7, which is to build momentum. See, every change process needs momentum. It needs to have a sense we're moving along, we're going somewhere, we're accomplishing something. And as we do that, people feel energized and empowered to walk through the rest of the change process. And then the final is this: you have to create a new culture. And a new culture is a culture that repeats the successes and the behaviors that establish this change, because we aren't just trying to achieve a one-time goal. We're trying to change a culture that becomes an adaptive, growth-oriented, evolutionary organization that continues to grow and change and evolve according to the surroundings and in the area and the community in which it exists. As we described, we're going to read a book called Our Iceberg is Melting. If you would like to, there's a little 10-minute video that walks you through the process also that might be helpful and enjoyable. And then this week's work is the discussion board. You're going to describe a specific iceberg that is melting or could be melting in your life or in your leadership context. Remember that icebergs can represent programs, services, or strategies that are becoming irrelevant or unclear. Describe some of the no-nos. You'll see the no-nos characters in the book. The Alices, the Freds, and the other characters. Who are they in your story, and how are they affecting you in trying to lead a change process? And then in your reading response, read please state for us the number of pages you were able to read, and read the review, the main themes, the analysis of the author's perspective. Give those for us. And then the application, please establish a personal application and action plan from your reading. Like I said, my wife Gretchen and I are so excited for you to be a part of this course with us. We believe God has you here to train you as a leader. And we believe that God is going to do some incredible things in you and in the people you lead. So we're excited to walk through this journey with you. And I hope you enjoy this course. I know that we enjoyed building it for you and developing it for you. And we truly use these resources we have prepared for you. So let's have a great journey together. Look forward to journeying with you. Thank you so much.